Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. For this special figure showcase, we're going to be looking at the 1986 Series 3 Decepticon Razorclaw. What we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes, and that'll help you decide how you want to display him. We'll have a quick look at the other known variants that was released at the same time. We'll have a look at what accessories came with him, because obviously this is important if you want to combine him to form Predaking. So we can have a look at how he combines there as well. And as I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, we can have a look at the artwork and the battle scenes on the back of that. Okay, let's get started. So, just mentioned, Series 3, 1986. He is a Predacon, and one of 5 of them, and they all combine to form Predaking in the background. Now, as an adult collector, I've got to admit, I was super excited to get this figure. And again, you've heard me say it a lot, and I do apologise, but we didn't get these in the UK. We had no Predacons at all. And as I was a child, way back in the 80s, and to be honest, I'm going to show you the comic. This particular comic was released, and this stays in my brain so vividly. I remember one Saturday morning getting this, seeing that amazing bit of artwork, and then there's a whole story on it, on the Predacons in the UK comic, and we couldn't have any of them. So yeah, it was depressing at the time, but it's so nice to be able to get these now as an adult. And they are fantastic. So yes, they combine. They did come out at exactly the same time as sort of the Scramble City combiners, but they're so much bigger. I mean, they're so much bigger. So if you don't know already, there he is obviously in robot mode, and then there is Swindle. So that's literally how much bigger he is. Of course, that now means that he hasn't got the Scramble City ability, as in you can mix up all the limbs, etc. And you haven't really got, although he is the Predacon leader, he's no bigger in size, whereas obviously Onslaught is bigger than Swindle. But yeah, let's look at the robot mode. He's brilliant. I'm just going to take this gun off him for a second. This one's got no stickers on, as you can see. And without the stickers, it doesn't look as good. Stickers play a huge part with this figure, and you can see there on the lion's mane, if I bring this here, all around it, you can see that they do make a big difference with this figure. So you're looking out for them, really. You're also looking for the tabs there on the hands, because if they've broken off, you're going to have trouble retracting the hands quite a lot. That's his tail when he's in his alternate mode. So for now, it's not a problem, but if you've just got the basic figure like that, he still looks really good. You've got articulation in the shoulders. These are going to crick ever so, yep. You've got a little bit in the legs. You've got a little bit in the toes. They're just nice, big, chunky figures. And obviously you can tell that his alt mode's going to be a lion, but that doesn't bother me. I think it looks really good. The colour scheme from all is absolutely fantastic. So you've got your reds, oranges, yellows and blacks. The weapons that come with him is this gun, which funnily enough sort of transforms as well. So you've got the double barrel blaster there, which is used on the sidearm, and funnily enough you can put it on the back in the alternate mode, or you can then bring this around, clip that at the back, and then extend the gun out, and then you've got a larger gun there for what goes on Predaking himself. So this is quite useful. Again, even the fact that his weapons are versatile. So I've just folded that back. I'm going to turn that and slot that back inside, and I'm going to attach this back there onto his shoulder. The only problem, and it might fall over now, I was going to say, is with the fact you've got that there, it can make it a bit top heavy. Now, the other accessories that come with him, and obviously these are quite, the one especially is really important, is that it comes with actual Predaking's head. So you will need that if you want to combine him, obviously, up. I've already showed you the gun, and the other one is, this is his sword. All the Predacons had their own individual swords. This is Razorclaw's, and it's also the one that's used for Predaking himself. I know that there's a third-party company, I think it might be Crazy Devi, which have done the huge sword upgrade kits that I've seen. But there you go, even without all the stickers, with his weapons attached to him, I think he looks phenomenal. Really good. So we're going to have a look at the alternate mode. So if I grab him from behind there, let's put him there for a change, then he won't fall over. There you go. So you've got this lion mode here. If I want to be super picky and negative, you can see underneath there that obviously that's his head, but there's nowhere else for it to go. It still looks good though. It still looks good. It looks fierce. It looks ferocious. You've got the folded out legs from inside the robot's legs, and as I've just mentioned, there is the tail that he needs when he's in his alternate mode. And if you know, there's no reason, if you wanted, why you couldn't change that around and have the same size as the gun that's combined. But there's his alternate mode, and again, looks good. Exactly what the name is, Razorclaw. You're expecting to see something like a lion, maybe a tiger, but more like I think his name describes his alternate mode really, really well. And there we go. There's an example of the top heaviness. Perfect. Right, so there was another variant that was released at the same time. You can't really see this, unfortunately, but that is the metal variant. So on the rest of the Predacons, it's the chest, but maybe because it's gleaming so much, you can see that it's his waist here. This is the metal, this is die cast, and it's really noticeable when you've got the two in your hands, just how much heavier this is. So that also can be a bit of a negative for getting them to balance and stand up, and of course, the paint chipping. But this whole block here is metal, and it really, really makes him nice and heavy. This one's got some good stickers on him as well, you can see, and it does make, there you go. So you've got this bit here, which makes up just the bottom bit, and of course the mane and the face is going there. So you can really see that stickers are very, very important. So that's it, as I say, with regard to what you need to be looking out for. He does form the main torso bit there, and you can see where all of the rest of the Predacons attached to him. Absolutely stunning figure, love him. Let's have a look at some of the packaging I've got then. I ironically enough have no standard Hasbro. This is a no Hasbro, but this is the Canadian box variant. So Razorclaw or Griffon, and he was a chef Predacon. There we go. This is the poster box variant as well. So we've got the transformation process and the dual language with the fact that it's Canadian. And then if we spin it round on the back, we've got the 86 very famous battle scene of the two Titans, Metroplex and Triptychon. And there again is your dual language tech specs. So if we have a look at the Japanese box, I've got the gift set and the individual box. And yeah, straight away, let me just measure it up there. So the Japanese boxes, they're a bit small, they're a bit more compact. They used polystyrene inserts instead of bubbles, so it held the figure in place much, much better. The D on the box stood for Destron, and its corresponding number is 73. The artwork is obviously exactly the same. And then if we spin it around again, it's just exactly the same. But the box just looks that little bit small, a bit more compact. Moving on to the gift set, and this again at the time was a Japanese only exclusive. I know that the Predacons obviously were released individually everywhere else around the world apart from the UK, but this gift set was a Japanese exclusive. So let's see if we can fit this in without knocking everything over. I'm going to lie him down just in case. So we've got, of course, all your members there, and you can see they've got their numbers corresponding: 73, 74, 75, 76 and 77. And then this is the cool thing about this gift set. Obviously you've got the great, really great Predaking artwork there. There we go, just really appreciate how good that is. And then I'm going to spin it round on the back, and this was, I suppose, quite a big thing at the time, but now because it's been reissued and you'd be able to see it anyway, it's got all the 6 tech specs on the back, because obviously if this wasn't out, you didn't have Predaking's own tech spec, which is right down there, and he's got his own number, D78, and that corresponds to the whole of this gift set. But there we go, truly, yeah, magnificent figure. We were obviously lucky enough to have an update. Was it Titans Return the Predator? It was one of the generations. I think it was Titans. I've probably got that wrong now, but it was obviously just reissued. I say just, but you know what I mean? Last couple of years, we've been lucky enough to have a reissue of these because they're so good. They really are good. They're huge fan favourites. They look so good. And the big thing that surprised me, and maybe some of you guys as well, because you've not seen them before, is just how much bigger they are than your normal little Scramble City Combiner bots. But there you go. So you're looking for a big gold sword with the 2 bits either side, the transforming gun, the Predaking head, if you want to complete your Razorclaw. And it doesn't matter if you've got a metal die-cast waisted hip variants. That is absolutely fine. It just means that yours is one of the first issues. But there he is. Let's bring this video to a close. So I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I hope you brought back some nice memories if you had him when you were a kid. And if you didn't have him like myself, hopefully it's been educational for you and helped you with your decision on whether you want to get one or not. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your likes, subscriptions and comments. and of course, please take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.